That was a great advert for the telly, wasn't it?
Well, I hope so, yeah. It felt like it in the game. Obviously, it was, if you like, a little bit of contrast in styles, but we know what we're good at. As I said, we're good at getting balls wide and getting crossed in the box. We knew we'd hurt them aerially from set pieces and long throws. You saw that today. And that comes from good play as well. Real tinge of disappointment, though, Mark, again, because if you're 2-1 up away at Worthing with time running out, you feel as if you've done enough to win the game. But in all honesty, I guess it's a fair result, 2-2. Like you said, it probably was a good watch. I don't know. It's difficult on the side because you don't know what you're watching until you watch it back. So hopefully it was. It was really nice to be on the TV for us as a football club, got to be honest. I know it was a lot rightly about the chairman here at Worthing, and it's a lovely story, that, and I think that's great that they've had a lot of exposure because of it. And they're a good football club, good people down here. And for us, Bassett, it's great to be on the TV and show what we're about as well.
Are you glad that you sort of restricted Worthing largely to efforts from distance, the 2 goals from outside the box? I mean, slight frustration, maybe they weren't closed down, but when you've got a player like Ollie Pearce, who's scored nearly 40 goals this season, and you know it's never going to be an easy afternoon.
No mean feat keeping him out of the goal-scoring charts. So, you listen, he's got wonderful feet, nice body swerve. Anywhere around that box is a real threat. So you have to give credit to the boys on that. What we have to remember, there's 2 new players coming into that group. They only trained with us once. Duncan Idehen and young Jack in there, and Jack's out on his feet, needed that 90 minutes and was really blowing at the end. I thought Duncan defended really well, took the space well, natural left foot, so covers it well, and then I thought he was physical in his battles and his runs, his recovery runs were really good. And as a whole, as a team, what we couldn't do was get our flair players going today because it did such a good job on people like you and Elliot. So we went with Ephraim then, who caused another threat going in behind with his athleticism. I thought Cody and Scott worked tirelessly, and the midfielders as well. So, listen, I can't remember Boosie having too many saves to make, like you say, but the 2 goals, they are disappointing because you want to try and block them on the edge of the 18-yard box. But again, I can't be too critical, Mark. They're good players. These players will play against, and where he's stuck those 2 is really difficult. They're great efforts.
You said about working tirelessly. We said that a lot on the radio. Barely had time to draw breath, really. The game was getting on so quickly. I don't know how they managed to fit in watching replays and things like that. So as a manager, is it hard almost? You've got to keep your eyes everywhere.
Yeah, it was really, really intense. Like you said before, was your focus around the TV. I can't remember being on the TV, to be honest. It was just a game of football that felt really, really good tactically. It's such a draining thing for us on the side, but more importantly for the players to remain really concentrated tactically. They play those 2 10s off the 9. They rotate. The 16 then runs beyond. Felix gets high. So does Danny come out like the first half, causing us problems? Does he say too narrow? So then you've got to shuffle as a back 4 across, and Danny's got to go as a 1v1. We adjusted that during the first half, as you saw, and then the second half, I don't think Felix was in the game. So that's credit to the boys as well, doing that in game. And for us, when you look at the bigger picture, then a point away at Worthing is a good point. We're a point outside the playoffs. Games in hand, 2 local derbies to look forward to, which will be tough ones for different reasons. And we'll take a lot of confidence from this. A lot of teams would have folded here today, by the way, but we stood strong. And I was proud of the boys today.
Yeah, it's stood firm against a team that's got 99 goals now in all competitions, especially with we've got Kieran Parcell sat behind you. A couple of players will be back next game, Tom Smith and presume Isaac Vassell, but presume Parcell not going to be ready.
Well, we never know, because he's a warrior. He's a true Roman, I always say it, and he's trying his hardest. He's just only come off crutches, but his swelling's going down, his bruising's coming out. He'll be pushing as hard as anyone you know to try and get back in his team. But we're hoping, obviously, we'll have Smudge back, which would be nice. I feel really bad for Smudge. I'm gutted for him that he couldn't take part today. And Isaac could be back because we're back on the grass as well. So we'll have options. We'll need options because it's 2 games, short space of time. But we're in good frame of mind, Mark. We'll come off the back of this. I'm in a good place. The boys are. We had a lovely chat in there, and really pleased for them.
You're going to have a tough goalkeeper to try and get your way past on Friday, of course. Harvey Watts-Richards. Day less left to prepare than Weymouth, of course, and beat them twice this season. It feels like it's going to be a sterner test.
Bloody traitor. From Bath as well, I can't believe it. No, all joking aside, it's got a lad Harv, and I'm pleased he's back playing. Bobby's got him going again, hasn't he? They'll be at it. He demands that of them, so this is where our quality have to try and shine through. But we're at home. We went down there, and they will remember that 5-0, wasn't it?
5-1.
5-1, sorry, 5-1. On the night, they'll remember that, and Bobby will remember that. He won't forget that. And we have to remember what we're really good at, and we are good at it. And we'll go back home and we'll be confident. Then we'll have to go down to Taunton on a tricky pitch against Rob's team, who I fully respect and what he's done under the circumstances. 2 really tough games, but games that we will be confident going into.
I won't ask for any more because your voice is going. Shouting more today?
Probably it's a Sunday. I don't know. Normally I'm in church singing, so gone the other way. We're playing a game of football, and yeah, listen, it was, as I said to you, it was tough on the side, and you're trying to help the boys as much as you can tactically, shuffling and getting back up and coming across. And if I can do my bit on the side, it's not really about me, it's about the boys, and they've taken it all on board today and got themselves a deserved point.
You're part of a very entertaining afternoon. Thanks for chatting to us, Joey.
Thanks, Mark.